Axe and Rasta, the greatest combo of this generation. The pure damage ripping through Mars's weak flesh. I mean, the armor looks intimidating on Mars, but let's not kid ourselves. That is paper mache, ladies and gentlemen. This is like legit old, is it Roman or Greek mythology?
Mars,
whatever
Greek,
mythology
yeah.
we're talking about, it's not like they've recreated the armor. They've actually just gone and excavated it, and it's just all dilapidated and disgusting now. Just completely broken down and worth. I'm trying to say Mars sucks. In a long
I thought you were gonna
way.
like go down the road. Like, this is a cosplay replication made out of paper mache. Like, not even the fucking real deal.
He's trying. You know.
I swear you started that like long thing talking about Axe, and then you're just I just tune in like a second later. You're shit talking Mars.
Even though he just before that said, "Can we not talk about this hero anymore?" And then he circles back to
he's
shit on.
so
Slowly
vibrant and
gravitates
red. I
towards-
can't help but my eyes just get averted to this disgusting beast. But Axe is beautiful, beautiful young man. Wishing Sorla Khan will join him for the Dota lore at some point in the future of the game. Not sure how you build that hero for Dotes, but he needs a partner in crime.
Is she of the same? It's the same. The Ogladai or whatever.
She is part of the Red
breed.
Mist. Yeah, she's
Like,
the leader.
Same with Disruptor, right? He's also part of that crew.
Maybe. I won't pretend
I'm
to know
pretty sure
any of the
about
lore.
that.
I pretend to be interested in it, but not really. Don't tell Slacks.
Ursa coming out.
Okay,
And
another
now,
great
that's what I meant.
counter
You know,
to
setting
Mars.
themselves up for a great safe lane because you see the offlane core on the other side. It's like, you know, if NA is prioritizing lanes, got to prioritize in favor of Felt's lineup right now. They're setting themselves up for a strong lane, and they have good team fight and some respectable pushing power to take objectives. I'm loving this first four.
One of the few heroes that rips right through Enchantress as well as a right clicker.
Yeah, this Ursa is such a good pick actually because I think like one of the only remaining heroes I think that DogChamp could pick is this Ursa to deal with the Axe and actually win that lane, right? Like if you have an Enchantress Ursa, you dumpster an Axe. So they pick the Ursa, and Ursa Caudle, that lane is going to completely decimate an Earthshaker Mars, 2 melees against Ursa, who owns melees, and then Caudle, who just blasts the entire lane. So this is a synergistic pick. You have the double Earth Shock, and then you also have the block pick and then the counter pick. Like, that was a solid Ursa pick, man. I actually feel like the mistake for DogChamp was picking Earthshaker here first instead of the Ursa. So they must really value the Shaker in the game, I guess, against like Shadow Shaman, cancel the grip or something.
Yeah.
So
we gotta get a safe laner now. Who's gonna go against the Axe?
One? So Jug is still in the pool, so it's decent.
Wait a minute. Monkey King is still in the pool? Okay. I mean,
you're right. Wow.
It's just, I'm fairly certain it's just Monkey King.
It's not great against Keeper, but it's great in the laning setup. So I don't know about big picture to small picture here.
Felt could pick Monkey King themselves and just put it mid. Who gets
that would be
first pick in the last
level.
phase?
That would be Felt.
Monkey King versus Storm. That sounds fine. I mean, Monkey King's a ranged hero, right? For all intents and purposes.
Yeah, I think it's fine. I think it's fine for Monkey. But Storm, like, owns Monkey in the game is the problem. He just zips trees. Trees die. Monkey gets sad.
Oh, they banned the Void. Okay, so you got to get something else that can toe-to-toe with the Spirit. I mean, you can go down the one peg to get Ember Spirit, I guess, if you still want to have Spirit for Spirit action. Also, side note, Bat Rider completely ignored from this day and this life.
Bat Rider versus Mars Arena, right?
Okay, this is like the best Bat Rider game ever. Are you kidding me? Like, Dumpster Storm mid? This is a hero that can kill Enchantress easily through the passive. It destroys Mars. You just run out of it with magic damage. Dude, how is Bat ignored? That's nuts. Maybe they don't play it. Maybe they don't want to play it on high ping. That's actually really annoying to play with super high ping. It used to be worse because the lasso range was smaller, which means like you had to be really quick once you blinked in and grabbed somebody. Otherwise, they'd walk away from you. So it's easier now, but still.
Yeah, I can't feel like these teams totally forgot about that hero existing or something. Seems kind of weird.
The thing with DogChamp is like, if either there are two players who would play Bat, I'm happy playing against them. Like if I have to play against a Lukey Bat or a Ray Bat, like neither of them play those heroes. They're just gonna be like super uncomfortable in feed. So that's why it's ignored from like Felt's perspective. Banning it at least.
That's fair.
But picking it, I mean, I'm sure. These guys are playing on Europe server. Like everybody's picking bat.
If you're an offlane player, I think that bat needs to be in your hero Rolodex, right? I feel like he's been in meta on offlane since TI3 and beyond. Ooh.
Huh.
Ooh, this is greedy-ish. But Coddle Medusa is fantastic pair. Move her around the map with the recall, feed her the mana. It's pretty nice.
That is true. That is very true.
They are going back to the basic of like just punishing the fact that DogChamp have all of these like pub star players who want a 1v9. You know, if you want to farm and just be huge against a Medusa, like you're not going to win late game, especially with an Ursa too as like the other carry. So greedy, but it might actually, they're like, this is the team it would work against.
I think Monkey King's fine though, if you want to pick that. Medusa, one of those heroes, just wants to stand in a certain area, so Wukong's command not bad, and Monkey King versus Ursa is fine-ish. But I like Feld's lineup a lot because they have like a ton of aggression, like these other 4 heroes, and then it just gives so much space for Medusa to just chillax and ancient farm all night.
You know, not much time here. They used already a lot of their clock, so they better already have an idea of what they're going for. Ooh, Razor to try to be the lane dominator and one to just shut down the snowball. Feels like DogChamp really need to win the lanes and kind of carry that all the way through, but I'm curious to hear your opinion, gentlemen, now that we have our 10 picks. Suns fan, I start with you.
I see Mars. I pick the other team. Felt will win this convincingly. Razor, I mean, he's typically, a good carry counter. I think of Troll mostly as the hard counter, but Ursa has a little bit of mobility, so go with Felt. Not much late game for DogChamp. It's just Storm, really.
Well, this disgusting beast is going to say that I'm copying him.
Stop
I'm
copying
not.
Me, please.
I believe that this Razor pick is, I don't even think this does fine against Axe. Like, I think Axe is you just go battle hungry. You just own Razor. You just run away from him. So I feel like this is not a Trump pick. I think Felt has a better late game, and I think it's going to go late.
All right, panel feels pretty convinced this one's going to be Felt's game to take, but let's see if the casters do agree. We had to do a break, but when we return, it's going to be Lyrical and Trent to bring you the coverage.
Welcome back, friends. We are here taking a look at game number 3. We've gone the distance. Now it's all come down to this. Felt facing off against DogChamp. The battle of Division 2 teams, Trent. And yet again, we're seeing some Mars, some Axe, some scary heroes. What are you thinking?
I kind of like the end of the draft. The Medusa and the Razor. Medusa a little more popular, right? Has been around the block a ways right now. We're seeing it in a lot of teams. EG, of course, playing it in NA uppers was one of the first ones with that back-to-back victories for them. But the Razor is he's creeping,
Creeper.
It's hard to judge Razor a lot of time, especially from pub data, because sometimes I feel like he gets a little bit overinflated, especially right now because he's not meta. So he's only getting picked when it's in good games. But some of his stats lately have looked pretty all right in the pub scene. He's trending upward. See if there's a little bit to it. I mean, it looks pretty good for this game, right? You got the Ursa and the Dusa to latch onto.
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, obviously, there's some worry there if, you latch on to the Dusa and then the Ursa jumps you, you're going to be in a world of hurt. But he's pretty quick. He's got some buddies around that can help him out as well. One thing I'm noticing is not a ton of super hard saves on either team. And in those instances, when you've got a Shaman and an Ursa together, that just sounds like it's going to be a painful mid to late game, particularly if this Shaman gets off to a fast start and can somehow find Thania's way into a BKB or something, like we saw in the other game.
Yeah, it looks like it'd be kind of a cool game for kiting people with that shard too. I don't know. I'm not familiar with seeing it too often, but I don't know. It's kind of cool to see the old Razor back, right?
Yeah.
Sending out his little, essentially a purge.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't dispel anymore though. It's not that cool.
Well, it's purge as opposed to the dispel versus the what do you call it when it's offensive? I never know about that one.
Well, it was purge. That's what it was.
Was it just purge? I always thought it was something different.
Now it's just dispel.
Okay, that's fair.
Then they took away the purge from purge, so we couldn't call it purge anymore.
This is far too much.
Tough light,
This is far too much for me. I don't know what to even think
That
anymore.
anime is going to be very confusing. I don't know how they're going to tell all that story.
Oh my god, yeah, telling the story of weird mechanics. Dragonite, you can't go in there right now for another 3 seconds. You got hit. You can't jump on him. That's gonna be weird.
It's the potential for really bad, insider jokes, essentially. We're trying to get the normies, guys. Don't be too harsh on them if they don't flex all the Dota jokes, all right?
Absolutely. There should be a couple, though. Every now and then. Maybe you, like, you know, see somebody walk up and they're, like, invis for a second. Or they're like, they don't see him, and then they pat Dragon Knight on the arm, and then he, like, falls over. He's like, oh, my blood. I can't feel my blood anymore, you know? It's a terrible joke.
I see. You're going for an invoker thing there. Is that what you're going for? A
I was
ghost
going
walk?
for, like, Silver Edge and breaking his passive.
Oh, I think I'm going for a ghost walk thing.
No. It's way worse than that, actually.
These insider jokes are not going to go over too well.
This is why we're not writing
professionals don't even get it.
This is why we're not involved at all in the broadcast.
This is why it was a shock to us, if you were wondering.
Ooh, Ray Lalisa, this is not supposed to happen. Oh, 8 HP, not bad.
I wasn't sure if you were talking about Earthshaker punching a courier, because I thought that was pretty good too.
That's great, but
Well, Aaron.
Medusa solo kills the Storm. You're not having a good game. Did not happen though, and now Ray Lalisa able to get his bottle brought out to him and regens up a little bit.
Well, at least she doesn't steal your mana anymore. But yeah, this does not look like a very fun lane to be in for Ray Lalisa. Like your big thing is that you get to stand in the wave and you have armor, right?
Yeah.
But Deuce is just gonna spam this snake at you over and over again. I don't really see a great solution to this as Storm Spirit. And mind you, his last hits are looking pretty hot. You know, he's top of the charts right now, so he is getting that. He's got his bottle. So we'll see what the supports look like at the 4-minute mark, and we'll see if anyone wants to TP into his lane. Guys, someone get aggressive.
Yeah.
Oh, feed supports, please. Thank you.
To refill my bottle. Yeah, this early hitting all of his CS is right there is just going to TP back home. Super important for him because, like you said, as the game goes on later, it maybe becomes a bit harder for him to stay in lane against the spam of that snake. And
All right, guys, when you
head back,
you buy Midas, you're basically buying experience, right? The gold pays off later, but you're buying experience. It's nice.
okay.
This is why you send out consumables. Because you're buying experience, because you're staying in the lane. It's not a bad thing to send out more consumables. I know you don't want to.
Right.
I know you think, well, I want those boots. Consumables are experience and more gold. It's an investment in yourself, all right? Take the time. Love yourself. Thana! Oh, there you
Oh
go.
my
Self-care
God.
with the salve. That's good.
That was terrifying. I thought they had him. Well played. I'm going to just jump out of there. Yeah, I like the public service announcement you're giving out to all the people right there. It's good to know. Oh,
It helps,
bottom!
comes from a world of failure.
You see that?
He got my courier from my Ursa, but he got his revenge there.
That's right. Meanwhile, Regen Rune picked up for Tay, taking that one away from the Storm Spirit, who has been able to hit towards
Well,
level
now here's
5.
the question: why was he back there, and why was he dying? Was it to come mid right now?
Maybe. That's a good point. I like it. If that's true. Being a team player. Then again, you could lose a little bit of good amount of damage there onto Lukey down bottom. Spear keeps him alive.
He's got the
they want
Illuminate.
it. They want it. They want it. Tickled.
That was way too close.
I
I think that was enough
scary.
damage.
It looked like it. It would have been close though. I don't know if it would have quite been enough, but yeah, it definitely like.
It always does more than I expect. The max damage is 225 level 1. I think
guess
he had
that's
him.
true. All right, that's a good point. 5-minute rune. Whoa, look at this. Smart moving right on in and pushing back Ray Lalisa, although he still manages to get that bounty rune. But nonetheless, Felt get 2. And there's still one more on their side of the map as well.
I'm surprised he didn't keep punching him. That was a level 5 storm with no pull. Did he just assume he had pull?
I guess. Yeah. Ooh. Now, Smart again, getting chased down. Yarn not going to get hit by that one. Turns it back around with the Enchantota. Tries to find a kill. Stands tall. Komar gets the kill before he falls himself. Now, Lukey trying to get the chase down. Jus is here. But dodging away from the spear. Needs to find the right angle. Is he just dead, so? Mega dead.
Yeah, that was well played. That's the only way you don't get that kill is you screw up the spear, right?
Yeah.
So you walk them down. It's like that Pudge. The good Pudge players, they rot you to death. It's not the hooks.
Well, the good Pudge players are hooks
Look at
too,
this.
but-
Look at this courier. Dana just gets a gift. What are you doing? Boy, 9, what's the micro, bud?
Oh, I
You
get
have the
him.
troll on the wrong hotkey?
Oh, he's gonna get him here though. This will make up for it. Take this. I'm gonna punch you slowly to death. Aha. Play 9. Ooh, damn though. That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, it's rough being an edge player. You're in really deep on the enemy territory. Your courier can't fly yet. It was well worth it. Yeah, traded his courier for Shaman. You think that would have tipped Shaman off?
True. Net again. On to Zor. He's getting the chase down. Fade walking the dog. Paul.
Very greedy.
It's like he's going to be able to get out of there.
Now, to be fair, he probably thought there's no way Razor's going to be attacking me up here because there's an entire wave under his tower. So Fade did just miss quite a bit there.
Yeah, that's a good point. With a catapult, too. It's a good chunk of damage onto the tower. Mid lane, Realista coming to stack camps while simultaneously taking him away from Tay.
Well, you need some XP there, bud.
Oh,
yeah, raise a gamer.
He's going in for him. And who ends up with more of these? Looks like Realista's probably the one that came away with the better end of that. Nice job. I mean, that play is important.
Yeah.
Bottom. Doesn't connect with the arena. Able to jump out of there.
Yeah, I'm tipping them. What was that?
I guess that it was still coming up and trying to land as he hit the jump. That's the only thing.
Yeah. I might have just looked over. I saw the tail end of that spear, but it looked really funny. Just way off. Yeah, must have just been the jump, though.
Show up again with Yara here. No more fissure, though. Very interesting game here as we start it. 1,000 gold lead for DogChamp. And I guess just a lot of that has been off the back of, Earthshaker getting a good chunk of gold himself, and then mainly the difference between the Mars and the Axe.
Yeah, the 2 and the 3s are I guess the ones and the 3s are putting the big gaps. It's like 200 for the Razor, but then yeah, as you pointed out, it's mostly the Mars. So Looky doing just fine, even if he's not hitting that one spear. He's already got 2 kills,
Oh my god, they didn't get him. That was a regen rune top to try and kill the storm. They will kill this Ursa, though.
Yeah, that is such a free setup, man. Fisher into spear. Easy peasy. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't very lucky, was he?
That's not true, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So what happened to the regen?
Wolf.
He got the regen?
He got the regen and then went up top for it, as we're seeing the auto go down here as well. And they almost killed the Axe. He was at about 100 HP. But again, Storm... Right now, no points in Electric Vortex. They couldn't break the TP.
I hit the creeps.
That's right.
The real Elisa life. And he's stealing this farm from Medusa. This is doing a lot this game, right?
Yeah.
He's not just farming. He's taking away from his opponent. This is some high-level stuff. Oh, it's a stack. Okay, I'll be back for that. Oh, no, the courier again. Not again.
Chase.
Dunk its ass. All right, wants to save it.
Looks like they got Bloody 9 in their sights. The only level 3 on this guy. Otay in the area too. They'll get a couple more punches. Give him the old chop suey. And blows him up. While also trying to take this creep back. Oh no, it's on 20 HP. I just want to see him throw one of those shockwaves out and steal a bunch of these last hits. That'd be amazing.
And he's got to take it to stack. Shockwave stack action.
Oh,
he's only got 3 seconds left. It's going to be too late.
Oink. Dead. Shaman. Fallen on that top side while also getting the taunt off. Axe able to make his way out of there. I mean, Zor, he's not had a great game, but he's been able to live through all these engagements against the Razor. It's not been bad.
Yeah, he was absolute money game 1 on the Axe too, so I'm looking forward to his jump-ins once again. He was pretty clutch. One of the best things happening right now, though, is that Realisa in the jungle means that the Shaker got a lot of space in the mid lane. They have Ward spotting Thanos rotation here. They're going to look for the counter gank with the Fisher. They're going for that Shaman. He's dead.
Yeah.
Oh, no. What? Where's the Fisher?
Oh, they're waiting. Taking their time. It's fine.
No,
oh
he's
my god,
living,
are they
dude.
not going to go it?
They didn't block him.
Okay. That was weird. I thought Razor was going to walk in for that one. Well, Yaren takes a little bit too long on it. And slow down. Mort tries to get close. Just steals that last hit and then walks away. And you can see the pressure coming. They want this tower. They're going to stick around for it. Fade staying up here. Does have a TP out. But they might think about coming to defend this one. Lukey does have Arena.
Arena, shoot points, and Aftershock too. Oh, man, he's right in the face.
Yeah.
That's a level 11 Medusa, though.
He gets it. They weren't able to jump out on that time. And now the Razor chasing down Zor. So 2 fights going simultaneously with Realisa showing up. He does get turned to stone, but they find both the Axe and the Shadow Shaman. And now zipping in for more. Realisa Finds that coddle, slows down yet again, thinking about going for more Yaren. Has Echo available, gonna drop it now onto the Medusa. Enchant Totem now looking for the Fissure follow-up. What a great fight for DogChamp.
Wow, impressive chase out. Really utilizing the high mobility of the Razor in the early games, just kind of like chase after and not be too scared. And Ray Lisa, of course, setting it all up with his mobility, as he'll pop out those arcanes, help out the squad, and try and stay aggressive here on this side of the map.
Yeah, that was crazy. And I mean,
very good defense.
They get the tier 1 tower bottom while simultaneously this one's not quite in deny range yet, but you can see Bloody 9. They're not messing around in this game. They want to keep the pressure on and take this tier 1 tower.
The best thing you can do with Ent, right, is facilitate the early tower takes. As Yaren just wants to find his spot on the map. He's come to a very dangerous zone. He's in vision of a... What is happening? What is Yaren doing?
I have no idea what that was.
What?
That was the weirdest thing.
Literally just a feed.
I've never seen that before in a professional game of Dota. Literally never.
Did he think he was Radiant?
He might have thought he had Echo still up. I don't know.
Overwatch review, that's griefing, baby. I don't know. That's guilty.
I think that there must have been something going on that we can't see.
I'll tell you what it was. He thought that he could flex that there's like a storm backing him up or something, but they didn't ops.
Oh.
So they just saw that he was alone. This is what he was pretending was happening.
Yo, guys.
It's back to back. All right, he's good.
Well, that was a really weird series of movements. Meanwhile, they've been able to catch Zor. Tries to get him. Taunt comes out. They're going to have another call in a little bit here. Oh, no, it's not enough level in Chakra Magic. Or a call, actually. So Luki backs away. Looks like he's going to be fine. Yaren's back.
All right, there's no way he'll just feed again. Conrad's scared. He's like, clearly something's happening here. This is not just a level 7 Earthshaker completely by himself.
I mean, the plus side of this is that it's actually buying a little bit of space with so many people here that they can pressure mid a little bit. Spear.
How did he get so close the first time?
I don't know. It was weird too because like camera only zoomed over to it once we sort of saw he was getting low. But yeah.
Dude, look at this though. Attack mid now. See, he's making space.
Silence. Tries to chase in for more. Ray Lisa low on mana. Needs to be careful about this one. Jump to the other side. They find the Axor. Taunt did not do enough. Did not connect. Yaren just backs away as well.
Egg play. He actually ended that team fight with a single Fissure. That does not happen that often in the early game. But he legitimately blocked 4 heroes out from getting the help there to Zor. Instant redemption. And close to Blink Dagger as well for Yaren.
Dota isn't always pretty, but you can tell some people got some big brains. They make it work. Smart.
And he's just gonna this ward. I tell you, it's gotten on its case though. He knows exactly what he's up to all the time. As they will take the mid tower there. The snake with the help of some snakes.
Ooh, Arena down. Hook stomp afterwards. No, use the enrage. Tries to chase away. Doesn't have the damage. People TPing in now. They're getting sandwiched here. Arn throws out the stun. They don't have anything to break Luki's CP, but they will catch Arn, and looks like he is going to be controlled and killed off. Very similar place where we saw it earlier.
You know, she has 6 snakes on her head. So with Serpent Wards, they have 16 snakes available. And then if you add the shackles with the shard, that's 20 snakes.
Trent, did you go into showcase mode to see how many snakes she had on her head?
Yep.
Okay, just
You
want to
think
make
I
sure.
would not then?
Just want to make sure. That makes
I don't
me
want to
feel
give incorrect information here. I'm trying to give some helpful tidbits to the people out there, trying to improve their gameplay.
It makes me feel better that you did that than that you just knew it offhand, if I'm going to be honest.
That will be an issue.
Oh.
And we got a big old snake on that Shadow Shaman cosmetic too, you know.
It's true.
Just rolling around. So that's 21 snakes now.
Spooky. Reptilian in nature. Very scary stuff. I've been seeing a lot of stacks, speaking of S sounds.
Yes,
that's the
Medusa,
transition I'm
Storm
gonna take.
Spirit. We're stacking all over the place right now. Oh, looky. He's on the hunt. Did he just not see? Oh my god, ships in the night, baby. They are so close to each other. They haven't seen each other. Oh, now he sees them. Oh, turn
Mark's here
around.
too. There's nothing to break. Oh, Fissure's there actually. No, there's a lot to break it. Okay.
There are
yeah.
several spells.
He is in some trouble now. They need going down. Meanwhile, Lisa tries to chase down this Ursa. Silence is there afterwards, but there is no follow-up at all.
Yeah, enraged pullback. That thing ain't lasting
He
very long.
lived? Okay, no, he's dead.
Yeah, they all ditched to chase Ursa, so it's cool.
Like, we'll be back for you later. Kaya.
Wow, we're nearing that time of the game, folks. The big Roche question.
Yeah,
It's pretty easy for the Radiant, that's for sure. Obviously, they have Ursa, but trying to set up for the situation, then go for it is the hard part. Speaking of situations, Tay has found himself in a rough one. All alone up here, but has the Manta team.
Yeah, he's fine. Surely. Oh god, Luki's here. Oh, Luki has
Arena
Arena.
Euls. Yeah, good.
Spear, fissure block off, and mega dead.
Great play by Luki. No panic, just Euls him. Instant smoke because you still have Arena. Dota 2, this is how you play. This is the kind of stuff that they were missing in Game 1 on Felt. It's just like hyper aggression, abusing the low cooldowns. They did it well at the start of the game, but then it like kind of tapered off, and that's why that one like dragged out so far. DogChamp are really trying to run with this lead.
Control now. Arena goes out, and they find the axe. This is pre-Blink Dagger. Oh, that one hurts. He was pretty close to that one, too. Good TP out here, but Luki catches sight of him, tried to hide in the trees. Not going to be able to sneak that one past him. Aaron finds the finish. Man, these Blink Dagger coming out on the Earthshaker has been so clutch.
Yeah, they're grabbing 2 kills, and Storm's already back in the jungle farming. While Razor's also taking the top tower. So everything going according to plan right now for DogChamp. They got a SNY nearly complete as well on Fade, and then potentially BKB. I don't even know if he needs BKB this game. It's kind of a weird game. I would say a good Halberd game. But we'll see what the team feels like they need.
Yeah, could be a lot of different things there. Oh, sorry, I just died off to the side there.
Oh, that's good. Luki's illusion gonna follow suit, also dying. But Comrade has the Battle Fury. It's been a long time coming. It's not the best timing that you're gonna find, but it's there now. So it's his. He's gonna live with it, care for it, go kill some creeps with it, and Luki gonna hit some spears with it. But Zoro will be all right.
Yeah, it's a weird situation where you kind of feel the need now to be
what
farming
is this
on
double
both of your
smoke
heroes.
bottom? You seen this?
They're waiting for it.
Plays,
This is
baby,
nice.
plays.
This is nice. They get the Hex. Overpower. Chase down. Dead. What a pickoff, dude.
They were running to like the Ancients. To just the gank squad. That was sick.
That's got to be so frustrating.
Yeah, nice guerrilla warfare there. Like, who does that? The 2-man smoke. Like the Witch Doctor Shaman special, you know?
Yeah.
Enough damage to just take anyone down. They are going to start heading to Roche after that, too. As they... Oh, great stuff.
Wow. This timing, if everything works out the way that they want it to, this would be such a huge turnaround. They have no idea. Literally no idea. Wow.
Nice. Here we go. Felder bringing it back.
That was...
The crowd, they're roaring with applause.
Oh, and DogChamp, they're going to feel really upset about this when they watch back the replay, no matter what happens this game. As free Aegis into the hands of Ursa, and it doesn't look like DogChamp are going to be able to get to the tier 2 in time to take it before that outpost. 20-minute mark comes up.
This feels like mostly a defensive victory for Felt, because it just means that Rayla Lisa's not going to get the Aegis. And with everything Jenkins has said and what we've seen, this guy loves to ball in there, right? I mean, he doesn't want to buy a BKB. Aegis is your BKB at this point in the game.
I guess the thing that's very interesting about this, though, right, is that it's still a 5,000 gold lead for DogChamp. We've often talked about the way that, like, second Aegis is more important. But at the same time, you've got Ursa Battle Fury, you've got Medusa. If this goes late, I can't help but feel like they're just going to be able to take it.
100%, yeah. It looks completely good heading late. Of course, it's Storm. Storm's an amazing late game, especially on a really seasoned Storm player, so he can always make the plays, but their heroes are setting them up really well. They have BKB piercing, disable from the Axe, and eventually the Abyssal on the Ursa too, so this Aegis gives them their triangle, is the most important thing.
Another Yule Scepter lift up. Do they want to go for this play? He's in the pit. All the way in there. Big call afterwards, though, from Axe. Trying to make this work. Do they have enough? Enrages out. Chase down. Rayla Lisa gonna go down. He's barely living. The Battle Hunger trying to kill him off in time. They burned through that Aegis once. Rayla Lisa, he's bottling up. He can come back in again if this battle continues. and they're getting closer to the fountain, looking for a big jump. The Fisher connection and the kill on a Shadow Shaman. Oh, you guys got to be careful now. You got to get the hell out of here. Fade. Oh, wait. Maybe he's in a bit too deep, but jumping in from downtown.
Oh,
Lisa, they missed it. Didn't do enough damage there, but Axe maybe going to fall. Now taking down the Ursa. What a fight from DogChamp as they managed to get away, and now spear into the side. They got Medusa in their sights. And he tries to keep this one alive. They're doing a lot of damage to Looky. Buyback now from Ursa. The chase down, but another fissure. Salvaging things. Where's the lockdown? Do they have anything left in the tank? Dude, this Aghanim shard on Earthshaker literally saving the game right there for DogChamp. I don't think they can chase anymore on Felt.
Oh man, he was saving all the blows. He took it for the team. That was some Sparta 300 Leonidas shit happening right there. Hit me, Medusa. Save my team.
Damn,
and
dude.
the terrain issues for them have been well, they've just been problematic, right? First it's the Fisher in the early game fight before it got blocked off. That arena to isolate the Ursa there too helps them get the Aegis, then run away, and now, well, there's another slick grab onto the Ursa down bottom.
Damn. I can't help
Easy
but
Orchid.
think like how different this game looks if Yarn doesn't have that Philosopher's Stone, right? Blink with Aghanim Shard at this point in the game, he hasn't really had that much freedom to sort of just hit creeps. It's been, I think, a lot of gold from that stone.
True. I mean, he got his blink before Axe since he
It's true.
it's just such a good start.
Well, that sort of mild rejoicement that we saw from Felt at the beginning after getting the Aegis is short-lived, as the game has thoroughly fallen on its head.
Well, back to Medusa Dota. Waiting a little bit here. Need to deboard their triangle. They went for a very greedy odds. Not expecting that to last very long. On the old pillar.
But it does give them that good vision right now if they want to take this fight.
It's well worth it if they can see one Medusa kill.
Arena. Manta not going to do it, and it might just have gotten them that. From downtown, they zip in on Ray Lisa. Where's the turnaround? I'm not seeing it. Trying to find that final touch, and they will get it, but they take down Ray Lisa as well. And now Zor running in, but the spear away. That keeps them alive.
Oh, God, their chase is so weak.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, they really don't have much to keep people in lane. And now he's going to die. Oh, he's Glimmer Cape for the moment, but only a moment as they finally bring him down. And now Fade just brazenly running into the base. Don't care about anything. They take him down as well. You guys think you can take down Fade? This guy's a monster.
Yeah, he's just hanging out up here. Still has 105 damage stolen. Don't care about your tier 2. Oh, nice play there from Yaren to not fully commit to, right? He's out. And on the back, despite having the Blink Dagger, he's just Echo Slamming the ground to guarantee the chainstone on the Medusa. Not messing around at all. Did not want to see some multiplayer, any shenanigans come out.
You know, now we're getting closer to that next round of bounties. The choke is going to feel that much more potent by DogChamp as Felt don't really have a way to get out onto the map. And this ward not taken away. They do find the taunt, but guess who's here? Mr. Razor. They get the bounty room, but it's going to cost him. It's going to cost him a hell of a lot. Ray Lisa
I was going to say, he's getting zipped on.
Now, pull back. Tries to chase. Arena from the high ground catches him, pushes him to the low ground. The spear is there, nowhere left to go. You pop the ulti on Medusa, and that's going to be enough, but the control is still coming from Yarn.
Yeah, that is a good thing she had shield on.
Yeah.
Sometimes those moments happen, you know, just respawned or something, you're fiddling around.
I mean, Trent, I don't know. Tay's still keeping up in net worth, and they haven't broken high ground, really. There's parts of this that still feel like Felt, I don't know, kind of are keeping in it. How dire is the situation for the Radiant?
They don't need a lot with its Medusa. I mean, it all comes down to the Rapier in the end, right? Like that's where we're headed. And you hope for the best. I would say that your odds are not, you know, numbers-wise, they're not that great. But the heart and soul of Dota is the comeback and the throw, often the throw. So if you just got to be patient, try and look for your perfect moment. Things could be worse with these last couple plays. Felt like they were going to lose that Dusa. Now they might even get a turn here on the Lukey. Oh, that's spear timing. Wow, he actually canceled the shackles.
Well played. Oh no.
Oh, their chase is just they actually have no chase.
Yeah, they can't do anything. And
It's
like
all on Zor. And if he uses it to like blink call just once, they're just out of there. Right? 15 seconds for that enemy team. They're zooming. They're Mazdas.
hey. Yeah.
Sierra just walked up there.
I don't know. Doesn't feel like it's fair, really, does it? Ugh. Yeah, I guess that it's just like trying to become that immovable object. That's the goal for Felt here. And then eventually the lockdown that could come from Ursa, but holy moly. Yeah, this dude is just fallen by the wayside in terms of farm. It has been a rough game here. Walmart's had a couple of really good series, but now he's going to get punished. They again find the leash. The block off is there. The poor old Ursa is going to get taken down again. Thana tries to find a way out. Not going to happen, my dude. Another kill for Fade. Now chasing in, looking for more here. They got her in the arena. Pops the ulti, wants to do something, but right-click damage is not going to come out in any way, shape, or form.
Oh, the stones.
Now they're keeping him away for the moment, but the zip comes. Zor only gets the taunt onto one. Echo Slam afterwards, timed together perfectly with the lockdown. There's a blinding light pushback, but poor old Medusa again going to fall. And DogChamp will not be denied.
You are dead.
They are just hitting all their marks. Okay, was Quicksilver Amulet just made for Razor, by the way? Because this seems like the perfect item for this hero.
It's true.
It just looks so good. I'm watching Fade just like tear through these team fights, and the itemization perfect, the S and Y right into the AC. It's everything that a Razor player wants, and even just going to cover himself with the MKB after 2 by the looks of it. Don't have to worry about this Keeper of the Light ulti.
It's even like really nice against the Medusa too, right? All that sort of physical damage that's coming out slowly but steadily gets reduced so heavily for the rest of the team with that AC. It's like everything working in tandem together right now for DogChamp, and only 8 kills on the board for Felt. I don't know. It's feeling rough. Feeling real rough.
All they need,
Tell me.
5-man call.
Okay.
And
And
a
then-
rapier.
Yeah.
Okay. They need Storm and Shaker to jump the Medusa and get her down to like 30% HP, and then she lives. And then you get Chakra. Okay?
Ooh.
So then your mana's all back. So then you're good. You throw out the snake, now you get even more mana. Now you're invincible, and you're
Oh,
hitting everyone with your rapier.
I like it.
That's the play.
What about Axe dying just like in the jungle? How's that fit into the plan?
You know what?
Oh, no.
I put that in the script. That's episode 1.
Right?
Yeah, that's why it's Dragon Knight, not Axe.
I like that. That's a good call.
Gets the Ob Sentry on the high ground. Good stuff by Justice.
I mean, again, their high ground defense is like really annoying to go into, but I don't know if that means you're gonna win a fight. If I'm gonna be honest.
It's not the game-winning high ground defense like Darkseer, Earthshaker, Magnus. It's the, man, this is lame high ground defense of like Illuminates, Blinding Lights, Medusa.
And because it goes back to what you're talking about again of just like no lockdown, no control on Felt. Like you have to like blinding light push somebody back, and then you get a shackles, and somehow magically your shaman has a BKB at that point.
Right, that's the thing. Shaman, you're like, how come they have no control? They have Shaman. It's like, well, he's control if they like get in there and then he grabs you, maybe, and then no one else stuns you or something. But look at this, the Earthshaker, the way he's playing. How are you ever gonna get off of shackles?
Right.
And once the fight breaks apart and we get into like a skirmish or something, like they just can't keep up.
Well, and the other thing too is it doesn't even necessarily have to be the Shaker. Now that you've got this Aghanim shard on Mars and impale multiple targets, then you can't afford to get the shackles off, even if Shaker uses his abilities. You could just get to random spear suddenly, and GG.
Fate is huge.
Razor, I mean, there's something to what you were talking about, like, you know, Razor being really good in some of these games where it's just like the perfect pick for it. Having a good win
this
rate.
pick was so good. Like, what even threatens you this game? He doesn't even have a BKB. That tells you everything. It's like they have BKB piercing stuns, they have an Ursa, so it's like, it wasn't that value. I'm just gonna run around.
Okay.
Whoa! All right, this guy loves the big zips.
Yeah, he does. Oh, Yules, they kill one, but it's also going to be Tay that's stuck over here. Very few places to go. Fissure is going to connect. They are just sucking the life out of Felt. One kill at a time. Oof. Oof,
I can feel
Trent.
the drain. Yeah, it's oofy. There's no doubt. It's time to put them out of their misery, I think. The line's been drawn down mid. Yaren's declaring it. Says, take me to the promised land.
And again, like, these games at various points have looked very one-sided, but it's been for each team. And I think based upon the draft, stuff matters a lot. Spear, gonna connect. They got Smart caught up on the high ground. Got him under
echoed
control.
for it too.
Echo
Even
in the
the
crowd.
echo. Oh, what a shard, guys.
It's so silly. At least, oh, Hex. Have they gone too far, Trent? Nope. Nope. Not even a little bit. There is nowhere that's too far.
Well, it was a stompy series,
Yes.
even though it was 3 games.
Dude, Fade is just like, I dare you. Come at me, Zor. You remember what happened in lane? Do you remember? Do it to you again. Wait.
So it looks like for both of these teams, perhaps something they need to be considering is their. Oh well, I'll let this play out first here.
Something, yeah. Manta tries to get out of there. Omar, BKB, he finally got it. Wants to chase down one, wants that kill. He's so mad at Fade. Oh, get over here. I'm an angry bear. Now he's trying to run away. But I don't know if it's going to happen. Oh, Ray Lisi went too far. The taunt. Oh, Omar doesn't want to go for it. It's a bit too scary. They're inside their fountain. Maybe here they're finally going to be safe, but maybe not. They got the shackles. He's got an Aghanims, but look at the right clicks coming through. Bloody Sky, or Bloody Nine rather, takes down the kill on Dania.
Oh, give it an XP, please.
He's away. Dude, look at the control. They're not getting him. He's gone. Devastating.
There it goes.
GG. They're done. Whew, man. Getting the smile from Yaren. We talked him a little bit of craziness at the beginning of the game. You know, there were a couple of questionable things that went on, but he totally showed out at the end.
He was making space to the utmost degree there, and great series.
Yeah,
says Ray Lisa. Right? You know, they had a great time. There were smiles handed out. You know, good and bad stuff from both teams, and again, just kind of surprising the way it plays out, where you see teams hold that lead so well, because that's really not something that you see that well outside of like the top teams. That tends to be the big breaking point for and to have the same 2 teams face off against each other 3 games straight and see the same situation occur shows that part of their game is strong. But perhaps for both teams, the thing that they're missing is like that identification of like, okay, what is, as the winners right now, they're doing this. This is their plan. How do we disrupt that? Because that's how you get back into the game, right? And they had like moments of that, like when they went for that smoke gank with the Ursa and the Shaman, and they got the Aegis. That was like the most important and impressive thing for them in that time. But obviously, that was their one conversion that they got.
Right, and I think that that's the thing to try and look at and find those moments that were good, try and replicate them in later games, and of course, with all these Division 2 teams, just keep on winning if you can, and more important than that is keep on learning, keep on getting better. Because that's really what the league is all about. I thank you for the finger guns. I appreciate that.
That's what I'm here for. I'm trying. You know, keep teaching me, teams.
That's right.
It's going great so far.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for our final series of the night, as we do see DogChamp take it 2-1 over Felt. And we're going to head to a quick break. When we come on back, the panel's going to break it all down and tell us some wonderful, very insightful things. I'm looking forward to it. Maybe even an interview. Oh, yeah. But for now, to a quick break. See you guys in a bit.
And there you have it. It is going to be Team DogChamp who managed to run it back after a slow start in game number 1. Games 2 and 3 go pretty convincingly in their favor. I'm back for the post game here with Suns fan and Jenkins. You know, gentlemen, it was a pretty stompy kind of a series, whether it be one way or the other. But Suns fan, it is DogChamp who will take the latter 2 games, and more importantly, the series itself.
That's right. As much as I hated the Mars, you know, Mars Earthshaker versus Coddle Ursa. I feel like that is a one-sided matchup that went the other way. Maybe Jenkins can butt in here and correct me where I'm wrong, but I feel like Ursa should just completely dumpster that lane. once you get to a certain point at least. But I think the lane actually would have. I don't want to call it anybody here, but a lot of missed illuminates in lane hurt like that would have turned it probably the lane around big time because there's like 2 or 3 kills that were missed because of that. But when you get to mid to late game, Yaren's fissures were like some of the best fissures I've ever seen. Actually, just blocking. Like we saw one in the mid lane that Trent brought up, but it happened like 3 or 4 other times without like even having shard yet or anything like that. But the general game plan from Felt was to go late game, right? Because they definitely had a better late game, but it just never got there. Razor completely snowballed. I know Jenkins is a real fan of that hero in general. He talks to me about that all the time. It looked really good here today.
It did, man. Shoutouts to Fade. I feel like when Fade is sitting with the cheese in his backpack and Ray Lalisa's Storm and he's not demanding the cheese, you know that Fade's having a good game because there's no fucking way Ray Lalisa lets somebody walk around with the cheese when he's Storm. We saw the big zips. This guy, let's be real, he doesn't care about money. He doesn't care about winning. He literally cares about is big zips and one-hitting people and shit. That's what Ray likes. So that's the respect that he has for Fade. And, I want to actually publicly, excuse me, apologize. I'm actually losing it here because I'm getting very emotional saying this. I want to publicly apologize here to Fade. The blatant disrespect putting Ray Lalisa on this pedestal above you. Fade is a god. 0 deaths in the last 2 games. Took the series, said, all right, guys, you had Ritsu. Let me show you why I'm a better teammate than this guy. Let me carry you here. And he comes back in and 20-0, I think, in the last 2 games. That's literally an infinity KDA. I don't know if you guys know what dividing by 0 does. That creates an infinity KDA. So honestly, get Ray out of here. Fade's the new god gamer on DogChamp.
Something I didn't notice is that Fade apparently is Han trash with myself. At least I assume so, because his name is Fade, which is a hero in Han, and his portrait for some reason isn't Fade, but Dark Lady. Means a lot to you too.
That's right. Yeah, I saw that. I saw the Dark Lady avatar. That makes sense now. Hot trash. All right. Good to see more converting to the other side. It means they played some other random ass game. But more importantly, gentlemen, we do have a winner's interview. We have none other than Bloody Nine, who has joined us in this call first. So, Bloody Nine, congratulations on the hard fought series.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Now, first off, I will try to forgive you and your team for not showing up on media day. But it's okay.
Apologies.
I did get to, it's all good. I got to at least get that small word in with you where you did say you felt like the better team and that you need to 2-0. Now, you were not able to 2-0 and that first game seemed like a bit of a rough start. Do you want to expand on that a bit? What went on with game number 1? Was it just a bit of a rough start, a rough draft? You guys needed the game 1 warm up? What happened there?
Yeah, I think we'll just chalk it up to a warm-up game. We do feel like we're the better team, but we just haven't played together in a really long time with this specific roster. Like, we haven't scrimmed ever, and we played with Ritsu and another guy for a while because Victor was busy, and that's Fade. And yeah, so we just were a little out of sync, and then we talked about it a little bit and came through with a better plan for game 2.
Well, it's great to have Fade back, and he certainly stepped up today and brought a awesome stat line there. I do have, of course, Sunsfan Jenkins, and apologize for anything they ask. Sunsfan, you.
I'm going to ask a regular question this time. Just want to switch it up to put Jenkins on his toes.
That's going to ask him about his beard.
We talk about certain aspects of the draft from time to time, but of course, it's nice to have like a different perspective, the actual team's perspective. So what is it like for you guys to have Pango just insta-ban first 2 every game, where that's not ever really a thing for any other region, any other team? Like, do you think that is a benefit? It opens up your draft, or does it force you to pick, like we saw the Mars pick, force you to pick the off lane pretty much right away?
I feel like we are kind of a headache for other teams to draft against because we have a lot of players with signature heroes at this point. Like, people are playing a lot of heroes over and over, and they're also getting a lot of heroes banned that they don't have a chance to play. But when they do get a chance to play, they do very well. So I think it's one of our biggest strengths as a team.
Okay. My question, I actually had a twofold question, but you already answered one. I was going to ask if you guys scrim as a team, But so you said you don't. I know a lot of you guys are just like, you're basically, to me, you guys are like the stack of players that's just the stack that just like the good players that just want to play for shits and giggles, right? Like I know Ray literally doesn't play Dota for like 6 months. The guy comes back, Lukey's streaming. Like you all got your shit going on. So I want to ask, like, do you talk as a team? Like, how much do you talk as a team? I know you don't script, but do you talk? And then, like, is there some sort of drafting trick or strat that you use to, like, try to make your games more like pubs so that way you guys can, like, play, like, kind of comfort zone?
Definitely nothing about like trying to make things like pubs, but we definitely do talk as a team. Yeah. We always talk a lot about the drafts, even though we haven't scrimmed, and we always like sort of come up with a plan and think about what our opponents are going to play and how we want to approach, especially the start of the draft and the second phase. And yeah, I think that answers your questions.
Okay, that answers the question. I get a mulligan here because that was a simple question, simple answer.
Okay, go ahead.
What series did you play that you learned the most from? And what did you learn from it, if you don't mind me asking?
I mean, I think every time we lost, we learned a lot. So, and then we've won our last 4 series, so now we learned everything, I guess.
Okay, congratulations.
I just want to apologize for Jenkins' terrible questions today. Let me just finish it off with this beauty. Where did your name come from, Bloody Nine? And are you better than Bloody Sky?
Yeah, I'm better than him. And
it's a book. I want to say that just to put that out there. I know the reference.
Congratulations,
Jenkins. I didn't ask you this question. Go ahead, Bloody Nine. I really apologize.
You're uncultured.
For this.
I knew it. I'm a hipster for Bloody Nine. All right, sorry, Bloody Nine. Go ahead.
Yeah, it is a book. It's a fantasy series. The Blade itself, pretty good books. Joe Abercrombie, good author. I haven't read his most recent trilogy though. They're good though. I'd recommend them.
Nice.
All right. Well, I'll leave you with one last question here. Valve just announced a new anime story for Dota based around DK as the protagonist, which is a snooze fest, obviously. If you could decide who the anime should surround one Dota hero, what Dota hero would you select?
I mean, I just play Puck every game, and I have like thousands of Puck games, so I'll just choose Puck. Simple answer. I love Puck. And I
would love to learn what gender Puck is, right? That's what you would learn.
Yeah, that could cover some good ground.
Really, really important.
There's a lot there to learn for Puck. Is I think what you were getting into, Bloody Nine, and I agree with you. That could be an interesting story, more than just what gender is this fairy dragon.
It's not my angle, but
Suns
fans, we all
wonder.
All right?
Simple man.
I've always wanted to know. Just curious.
You get the B9 reference.
All right, Bloody Nine, I will save you from this and let you go. Thank you so much for hopping on the mic. Congratulations again on your win, and we look forward to seeing how the rest of the league does unfold for you.
All right, thank you, and shout out to my team for playing well. Appreciate them. See you.
Shout outs indeed to DogChamp. One of the best, if not the best team logo in the NADPC, as many would say.
I can't believe Suns fan hasn't read the Blade itself. Like, what do you do with your
I'm not going to lie. I've never even heard of it. So here, I'm just going to give you a couple of book recommendations that will blow your mind if you read them, okay? One of which is the Stormlight Archives by Brandon Sanderson, one of the best fantasies of all time. There's, I believe, 3 books right now. It's going to end up being 10. They're very long, so you might not be able to hold that kind of capacity in your head, Jenkins. And then the other one, which I highly recommend if you're not big into long sagas, it's 8 books, actually. The last 2 are coming out this year, called The Cradle, the best fucking series ever. Read it. Guaranteed you'll like it.
Have you seen the For Dummies series? That's a very good one.
Dakota, this is where you wrap this conversation.
Yeah, let's read the current standings for the lower division based on the results today, and hopefully it doesn't take us 8 freaking books to get through the story and the point. Oh my God,
books.
8 books. I'd hope they better be picture books. Jesus,
they're 200 pages. 200-page books.
Okay, fair. Big words. I hope big words. We have Simply 2 based at the top of the pack. Of course, this team is slated to join the upper echelon, aka the upper division. We look forward to it, but the real battle begins at the next 3 here. The Cut still holding that number 2 spot, but they still have to finish their adventure against the Felt with that Game 2 series still waiting to be decided. With today, though, Felt dropping their series to DogChamp. DogChamp, as you see, move up and gain 4 wins now, and they're in the mix to potentially take that second spot in moving into the upper division. Man, things are getting a bit more exciting here in the lower division, certainly to find out which 2 teams are going to the upper division. Hype stuff.
DogChamp actually plays cut 2, so that series matters a lot. Like the fact that both Felt and DogChamp are tied right now, and they both play the cut. Both of them are just insanely motivated to beat the cut. Like neither team is guaranteed to be out, right? So that is going to be interesting.
Does DogChamp, now that they can smell the victory line, that's definitely not the same, but we're going to pretend that it is. Do they start actually scrimming? Or do they just keep with what's working, generally? That's the real question. And I think in the grand scheme of things, we can knock off Arkosh Gaming. Obviously, they're going to be the ones that falter and remain in lower division next season.
Yeah, certainly seems to be the case.
Nothing to say to that.
Nothing to say to the bottom half there, unfortunately. We'll come back to the cameras, but we also want to be getting ready to check out our schedule for the remainder of the week. Don't mean to get you going crazy there on production as we flip the buttons back and forth. This is just Tuesday. Of course, we just started our week number 5 here. We're getting down to it, folks. It's this week and next week, and then we are done. It's time to get ready for majors around the corner there.
Just in time for those team bundles.
Oh, yeah. Come on, Valve. Let's get them going, right? We got to get new support for people like the A-Team who scored that big win today, taking out 5-man Midas with that win. They are almost all set to remain in the upper division. All that depends is, of course, the Sad Boys versus Black and Yellow matchup, which is happening on Thursday night. If Sad Boys win that series, then A-Team will guaranteed stay in the upper division, and it's going to be 5-man Midas and Black and Yellow who do relegate to the lower division. Before that hype series, though, my goodness, Quincy Crew versus Evil Geniuses, gentlemen. That's the very next series that we'll be all working together, and that is going to be an incredibly hype day on Thursday.
Hype.
Saturday has lower division action, and then Sunday we return yet again as we get to witness Quincy Crew versus Sad Boys, which, you know, if Quincy Crew drop their series to EG, then this series, and, you know, Sad Boys is winning out, that series can mean a bit right there. And then, of course, we have Zoomers versus Undying, another what could be important series. If Zoomers want to keep a chance, if Sad Boys want to keep a chance, Undying can't lose that. And then we finish with 2 base for Jinghu. That one doesn't that doesn't mean anything. So
Jinghu forfeited their last match, so
they
made pretty hype. Hype ending.
They were not able to field the team at that time. I don't think it was because they're morally broken or anything like that. I just think, unfortunately, on that day and time, they had a hard time fielding a roster. But regardless, gentlemen, we've only started our incredibly hype week number 5 of Dota action here. So any final words for today, Suns fan?
I can't wait for EG versus Quincy Crew, because that is when the dominoes start to fall. That is when we actually have a better idea of how the upper division is going to shape up. And that is when things get mega hype. So absolutely can't wait.
I think we also had a game with the Raiders versus Electronic Boys, which
that's a good one.
That was on Thursday. That one actually does matter a lot, because if you get kicked, like if you lose Division 2, you just get no money. You're just out with nothing. So if the Raiders win that, then they tie with Electronic Boys, assuming they lose their next match. And so like that actually determines like who gets like, you know, a couple $1,000s or not, which is, you know, minimum wage or under minimum wage or whatever. It's enough for being a pro goddamn video gamer. Like, hey, mom and dad, I made some money, right? Like this matters a lot to these players. So even on Thursday, we have some good matches. Basically, like every match from now on essentially matters for the most part.
Yep. Absolutely. And looking forward to all the action to come. So we look forward to seeing you return to us on Thursday. More NA DPC action to continue. We will leave you now with a recap of highlights from today's action. So we'll see you again on Thursday. Take care.